Welcome to another exciting episode of the Thrive Tribe podcast. Here at the Thrive Tribe podcast, we focus on the 4 elements of the fitness journey. That's movement, nutrition, mobility, and recovery. Today, we have a phenomenal guest with us today, and this is the finale episode. So I want to let you know we're going to close the season out, and when you go hard, and when you finish it, you got to go hard and you got to go strong. Today, we're joined by Marlon Porter, a barber turned successful business owner and entrepreneur. Marlon's journey began in college, but he soon realized his true passion and potential to lay hands in the one-on-one experience of perfecting his barbering skills. As a dedicated husband and father, Marlon has not only transformed his own physique, but has also launched the Lifestyle Change brand, motivating others to pursue their best selves. Get ready for an inspiring conversation about growth, perseverance, and the power of the hands-on experience. Welcome to the Thrive Tribe, Marlon.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Okay, good to have you. You know, I'm really excited about you finishing the season off. Like, I was thinking, who am I going to have to close this podcast off with? And I said, the man that makes me look like this every week. I said, my barber, I was like, it's the most appropriate thing to do.
I appreciate that.
We've been knowing each other since like 2014.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
A lot of conversations.
Barbershop talk.
Barbershop talk, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this needs to be recorded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we have some really breakthrough conversations as far as steers, and I really appreciate the fact that I can bounce a lot of ideas from you, and you give me great questions to think about and great perspective.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you're thinking about like your story and you starting out, like now you are like a known barber, but how did that start? Like, where did it come from, and how did you get into that?
Barbering, college.
Okay.
College.
Mm-hmm.
Got to college. I mean, even from high school, entrepreneurship, hustling, I guess, was always in me. I sold chip juices.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I paid for gas, paid for rims, paid for prom. So getting into college, I always been in my books, you know, moms didn't play like that. So, but I wasn't making any money.
Okay.
You know, freshman year, so I was bored. And didn't have money to get my hair cut, and I always cared about my appearance, so I just started cutting my hair in the dorm rooms. And man, people, the one time I did a good job. People was asking me, you know, you just left the shop, why you ain't, I would have went, blah blah blah. I'm like, nah, I just did this in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? And so from there, college didn't pan out. I came home, and I've been bowling since I was a kid or whatever. So I worked in a bowling alley. Did that, and eventually all my friends were in college or working. I was like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. What's my path? And so I went to barber school.
Nice.
And from there, you know, it just panned out.
Yeah, so that was like an accumulation of the previous hustles that you had.
I believe so.
And then this was a way you could craft it, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, I like that. And so with bowling, when did you start bowling?
Oh, man. Elementary school.
Okay.
4th, 5th grade.
How'd you get introduced to it?
My pops.
Okay.
My pops, he got into it first. I think the year Cherokee was closing, right before they closed. I started at Winchester Bowl.
Okay.
That was my bowling alley, my first bowling alley.
Yeah.
And my dad got into it, and he introduced me and my older brother into it. And I stuck with it, and we've been doing it ever since.
Nice. So is it a pastime for like a hobby? Like, what do you categorize bowling like today for you?
A hobby.
Okay.
Yeah, a good escape. You know, it's once we shut down and went through COVID, you know, I never came back. So I just recently started back bowling, but I've taken 3-4 years off, realized how much I missed it. Enjoying it, the fellowship, you know what I'm saying, being on the team, and just being away. It's really a break from life for me. You know, even though you got the struggles of bowling and wanting to be good, actually being in the bowling alley and bowling and producing the scores, and you know what I'm saying, having the conversations with everybody else, it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
So when you're bowling, since it, you know, isn't like basically a source of income for you, right? Do you still go in and like when you practice, do you like craft like the way you wanna like score, or like how you wanna score do you tweak your throws or anything?
No, well, yeah, practice.
Okay.
Definitely. Getting back in now, like I said, I starting back the beginning of this year.
Okay.
And fall leagues normally start September-ish, end of late August or whatever. I took the summer and I practiced. If I wasn't at the shop or I had slow days, I would go down the street and give me a couple of games in.
Okay.
It's just, you enjoy bowling, but nobody wants to bowl bad.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I left on a high note and I wanted to come back.
Yeah.
A lot of people who remember me, now they seeing what I was. And the people who don't know me, they looking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, who was this? But I've been here before.
Yeah,
y'all just not seeing me.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and you, as long as I've been knowing you, you've always pushed the limits, right? You've always changed and evolved yourself, like your weight loss journey, right? Well, first off, when did you start? Like, cause when I first like knew of you when I was in middle school. We was at Kirby Middle.
Yeah.
And that's when I first met you. And like as a child and stuff, you didn't, you was pretty lean, right?
Yeah.
You was pretty small guy.
Yeah.
So what happened in life? What was the shift in life where you wasn't, you wasn't appeased with how you looked, and how did you decide to change that and do something about it?
Marriage.
Oh.
Marriage.
Okay. Speak on it.
Being comfortable.
Okay.
And it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Marriage definitely is a good thing.
Uh-huh.
Just getting comfortable and spending more time and your attention towards the family and the kids and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was less. I had spent less time on me.
Okay.
And so throughout the course of that time, and even my part of trucking, played a major part in it. It just wasn't giving myself the attention I needed.
Okay.
And so in the midst of 2-3 years, getting into it, eating good, that's when the home cooked meals kicked in.
Yeah.
So no more fast food, quick runs here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So just subtle changes happened, and got out the shower one day, looked in the mirror and said, "Oh no, this not me. This not me.
That ain't it.
This not it."
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that came about. I think that was 2018.
Okay.
End of 2018, around September, October.
Okay.
That's where lifestyle change came from. I think I had gotten my heaviest I've ever been. It's like 206, 207.
Wow. How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8". Okay.
5'9".
My shoes on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you got comfortable. So and you said, okay, this is not gonna make it. This not it. Mm-hmm. What was your first steps?
Doing something.
Okay.
Doing something.
And what was that something for you?
Working out.
Okay.
Typically, I'm not the best eater, so diet-wise, that wasn't my big go-to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like vegetables a lot.
Okay.
So even on my journey now, vegetable supplements work.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
So just working out. Every day. I used to try 5-6 days a week. Mm-hmm. Doing something. Cardio was major. I love the treadmill. The steps, incline walking, things like that. And cutting back, no sweets, things on a daily basis you're not supposed to have.
Right.
Overindulging in drinks, sweets, sugar, stuff like that. So just making small changes, and they just play the part. Staying consistent.
Yeah.
Staying consistent.
And I was having a conversation the other day, and like, since when you go through a transformation and you reflect, you're like, okay, I made these small changes. Actually, those were major changes then, right? Yeah. And we just grow so much and evolve in our journeys that we kind of sometimes take the beginning of it. Like, we don't take it for granted, but it's kind of minimized since we're not in that present moment, right?
Yeah.
So so navigating that, okay, you have a wife, you have kids. So how are you now shifting that energy towards yourself and making time for your health?
More or less what you said, making the time.
I'm making the time.
Making the time. 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
You choosing to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You can sit in your bed and have your iPad in your lap for 30 minutes. I can be on the treadmill and run 2 miles and get 10 minutes of weightlifting in that same 30 minutes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
in the midst of transition, I created a gym at my house, like I say, with my treadmill and a bike and a small little weight set. Same thing. I got my mile down into like 17 minutes or so. So in 20 minutes, I can do 2 miles. That next 10 minutes, I'm chest, arms, abs. I'm in the shower. I'm ready to get ready for the day.
Yeah.
You know, if I have a late start, do it in the night.
Wow.
You know, making time and being consistent.
Wow. And so your sessions usually last between 30 minutes to an hour or an hour?
30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
I try to, you know, rushing 30 minutes. If the more I work out, 5-6 days a week, I try to stay around 30 minutes.
Okay.
If I'm skipping 3 times a week, I have 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I've talked to personal trainers, you, of course, you know, great advice, different things like that. So I got whereabouts of what to do. But what I find has been the best thing for me is doing something every day, regardless of what it is, choosing your choices wisely.
Yeah.
You know, what you eating, when you eating, different things like that. So.
Wow. You know, and for you, the reason why I admire your journey so much and really respect lifestyle change because you actually do the stuff. Yeah. Like, you know, I know, like, a lot of times people don't practice what they preach. Yeah. And you're literally like, hey, I'm in this relationship, you know, this is the situation, I'm making the time, I'm making the provisions, I'm building a gym, like, all of these resources, like, it's, as a personal trainer, it's hard, like, getting people to the gym. And you done built one in the house. Right. It's like...
It just, I mean... for the convenience, knowing that it was my top priority, whatever would make it easier for me to get the job done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And people do what they want. So if you want to work out, you'll do whatever it takes to work out. If it's that important to you, you'll make those necessary changes. You know, you stop buying Jordans, 2-3 pair of Jordans is a treadmill.
There you go.
And that treadmill, you know, my treadmill, I done had it 8 years now. Yeah. You know what I mean? So money well spent.
Yeah, it's an investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
Investing in yourself.
A true investment.
Definitely.
So, okay, so when did you hit your first fitness goal? Like, so from that whole change, when did you get it?
From the very beginning, it was probably October, November. Yeah, September of 2018 is when I started. I went until my December, right before my birthday. I went from 207 to 170.
Oh, wow.
I lost 30. It was 30 plus pounds.
Nice.
By the end of that year of 2018, right at December. And just on the course of the time, I never stopped. I just like to say, thinking about what I ate less, eating more vegetables, cleaner meats, different things like that. It wasn't up until my birthday I tried to buy an outfit, and sticking to the numbers I was used to, I wasn't in 34 no more. Wow. I really wasn't in 32 no more. You know what I'm saying?
Snatch.
Yeah. And that was really just losing the weight. And what I've learned, you know, even from then up until now, is what I call people, you know, just cardio is skinny fat. Dropping the weight, but not putting the muscle back on. Yeah. And so I would say that was my first acknowledgement of a goal reached. Was when I first started. And in the midst of that, that's where the brain came from, lifestyle change. When I actually look in the mirror, start seeing changes. So that October, November, actually seeing my body transition. So it about a solid 3 months. Yeah. From that September to December is when it hit me.
When it hit you. Yeah, I always say 12 weeks, 3 months is always enough time to give your body enough time to change and to really witness it change. Yeah. I really like the fact that, you know, you was like, I did a lot of cardio and it turned into skinny fat. And so the conversation I've been developing and working on, like with my fitness plans moving forward, it's really constructing body composition plans. And that's your body composition is basically your fat to muscle ratio. Okay. And so people like, I want to lose weight, when they really say, I really want to change my body composition. Right. I want to build lean muscle mass and lose fat. Yeah. And so you can be the same weight, but the composition of it changes. Yeah. And so I think that's a little bit more digestible because when you look at it as body composition, it makes sense why you got to eat a certain way.
Right.
Or it makes sense why you have to stretch and rest a certain way. Because when people think of just about weight loss, you can do a lot of things to lose weight.
Definitely.
You can do a lot of things, but to stay healthy. And I really like the fact of you using different resources, not only gym equipment and tools, but actually your network and resources.
No, yeah.
And it was the same thing when you transitioned into trucking, right?
Yeah.
You had clients that were.
That's probably excuse me. That's probably what got me into it the most. Cutting my clients that were truckers. Just getting in the conversation, tapping in with them, and realizing that the trucking industry is money. It's big.
Yeah.
And not that barbering has taken care of me my whole life. You know, it's been my only career or whatever. But knowing how much money was in trucking, it was another source of income.
Yes.
And so hearing that from clients and other barber clients and things of that nature, it was worth the try. You know, if 9 times out of 10, if it make money, it's gonna make sense.
Yeah.
So that's where it came from, definitely.
So what year did you transition into trucking?
Trucking came about in 2021?
Yes. And y'all, and Marlon this is the perfect time for me to get this off my chest. That was the most depressing time. Marlon had been my barber from 2014 to 2021.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm gonna be a truck driver. I'm like, who gonna cut my hair?
Yeah.
And I'm like, at this grown age, I'm too grown to be trying to find another barber.
Yeah.
And
I think I gave my clients like a 6-week notice.
6 weeks, right.
From
And
being completely booked Tuesday through Saturday, cutting some Sundays.
Yeah, you reopening some wounds. Man, I'm telling you about 2 barbers I was going to fight.
Yeah.
One barber, he want to show up when he want to. I'm like, am I being ungrateful?
Nah.
Am I spoiled?
Nah.
And I was like, Marlon, but you know what? I supported you so much. I was like, I understand doing something for so long and say I want to evolve into another industry. I admire that.
No, definitely.
But it was rough.
Yeah.
It got rough. It got rough.
I got all the inboxes, the DMs, the text messages. If I went to my shop, at that time I was in my shop I have now. If I went to clean, did anything, you cutting today? You back? No, man, I'm in and out.
Yes.
You know, I tried to do it when I first got into trucking, picking certain days, but the trucking, it's hit or miss, and I got to go when the money calls. So it wasn't. I wasn't able to create a schedule.
Okay.
And I like things to be planned because I like to be on time. You know, I wanted to continue the service that I had started.
Yeah.
And with trucking, it would be in my main focus. Barbering, it wouldn't allow me to do it.
Yeah.
And so I just had to completely cut off. I stopped cutting my dad.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He found him another barber.
Oh, wow.
Like, I was squeezing him in. He was about the last person to go. So if I let him go,
it's a wrap.
It's no.
Yeah.
Between me and my kid, my son, and I was cutting him at the house.
Yeah.
You know. But
I was like, wait a minute, a lifestyle change. He ain't got the Holy Ghost. He didn't got too comfortable with lifestyle change. I'm like, hold up. I know, but that's amazing.
Real tough.
And even so starting that transition, I really want to reflect on your growth from, because when he first started cutting my hair, he was at a shop. And what was the name of the shop?
Signature.
And what year did you get your?
Shouts out to Rome.
Yeah.
He took me in when I first started. Right before my birthday, December the 3rd. My birthday was December 6th, 21 years old, man.
Wow.
He had need barber sign right in front of the Kroger.
Yeah, that joint off Silver Drive.
Silver Drive in Riverdale.
Yeah.
I called him like that Sunday. He told me I'd come in Tuesday.
Wow.
I hadn't even finished my test. I had took the first part, and then was finna take the second part the next week. He brought me in Tuesday. I was there for 8 years, man.
Wow.
Took me up on his wing and taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Taught me a hell of a lot.
Wow.
Real tough.
And now you have your own shop?
Yeah. Next month will be 5 years.
5 years. What's the name of it?
Styles of Excellence.
There we go.
Styles of Excellence.
Okay, shout out to
We always
Styles.
striving for excellence.
There we go. Come on. Yeah. Real Elite Fitness, real stories, real results.
Come on, man.
Come on. You got to tag it in there.
It's gonna make sense.
Yeah. And that was for me, because I think what year you say you
My shop? What's that? 2019.
2019.
November.
Yeah, that's the same year that I got Real Elite Fitness Incorporated. And I just remember being on that journey as an entrepreneur and seeing what the next steps are.
Yeah.
And to see you do it,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was different. It was different.
Explain it. Talk about it.
Just because being a barber is one thing, and then being a owner is completely different. Being a barber, you're responsible for yourself. And then, so you just got your booth. But when you own a barber and beauty shop, or you own a shop, now you're responsible for your whole shop. It's not just cutting your clients' hair. It's the comfort, having a environment and establishing, a sense of peace and safety for everybody. But you also worried about your bills. You got rent, lease, whatever. You got MLG and W. You know what I'm saying? You providing all the necessary things that's needed.
Yeah,
truth be told, you in charge, and that responsibility is different.
Yeah,
something happened, it's up to you. So that 8 years, I did 8 years at Signature. But like I say, that's why I shout out Rome, man. Watching him handle the shop, and I think he knew and saw it in me. I always was willing to help, and I always was, trying to take the initiative and give a little more. You know what I'm saying? He stayed late, I stayed late. If he's sweeping, I'm mopping, or the bathroom, looking a little out of place, I clean it up. I ain't got to ask, I'm going to do it, because I got clients doing the same thing. I mean, using the same restroom, and it's his shop.
Right.
And so, but being in charge of that is different. You got to do it when you're tired. Yeah. You got to do it when you don't want to. You got to go in, you got to do it on your off days, so that way, when you are open for business, everything looks the same.
Wow.
You got leaks, you got, things that break, shampoo bowls, stuff like that, they gotta be fixed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Air went out. Oh no, you can't cut hair with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we gonna do?
It's a fan, y'all.
Yeah.
Oscillating.
Well, what's going on?
Right,
you in charge. You gotta make that phone call. You gotta pay that bill. And so it was different, especially opening in 2019. Like I say, that November, COVID hit 2020.
What?
So. Yeah, I was a first-time business owner, and I got shut down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we had some praying days.
Yeah.
And some praying nights.
Yeah. I see that truck that came in 2021. Recoup.
We got to weigh all the options at that point.
Wow.
But like I say, it was anything, working hard for is rewarding.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
And congratulations for making it through the pandemic.
Yeah, that was different. That definitely was different.
And so for our listeners out there, MLGNW is Memphis Light Gas and Water.
It is.
Or Memphis Love Glorilla Woods. You know what I mean? Either
However you want it. However you want it.
Okay. Wow. So in the midst of all of these changes, it's so, because I'm like, he got the family, you got the business, you got your lifestyle change, brand, and you're physically doing the work of transforming your body, man. That's commendable. You gotta give yourself a round of applause, because you have to reflect on your past successes. You know.
I do. Well, I do more. I will say I'm at a point in my life now where I'll take the time and realize how far I've came. But I'm my biggest critic. I think that's how I was raised, and I always know there's more work to be done. Yeah. And it's all, you always can do better. So I think that's where Styles of Excellence came for, and striving for excellence. Is you close to the goal, but if you reach it, then you set another one. Yeah. Keep going. Getting comfortable, getting complacent is, you see that a lot, and that ain't never where I want to be.
Yeah.
So taking the time now to, like I say, give myself that pat on the back, it's more rewarding, because I see all the hard work, and it's proved. It's showing. But like I say, we're not there yet.
Right.
We're not there.
So how did you really overcome, like, I know you're a self-motivated person, right? But what were some of the things that you really personally just overcame about going through the transition of COVID and then a career change, like mentally, like?
Man, COVID-wise was different for me. My baby was born March 2020. We actually was released, me and my wife, she was released early because a COVID case came in on her floor when she was born. So she's a COVID baby.
Wow.
So dealing with that transition, a lot of family on both sides didn't see her for months later. Being locked down with that, not working, That was different.
Okay.
You know, me being on the move, always thinking, coming up with the next play, the next plan, being stuck at the house. I love my babies, but you know, they got on my nerves too. You know what I'm saying? Like I was used to moving. I was used to providing, not struggling and scrambling.
Yeah.
And so that transition, it was different, but you know, give credit to everybody. We all had to go through that. That was that.
Okay. You know, it's this method I've been hearing and studying. It's called explore, exploit. Okay. And so explore is all the research and development, all the experiences that you learn, and your exploiting is actually you doing it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And that's when I'm constantly hearing your story. That's what I'm hearing, exploit.
Yeah.
And you have to do a lot of exploring during COVID. That's what it sounds like.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I did. I tried, man. I tried being mobile for a while. And I cut a few of my clients, my loyal clients, and, you know, ones who I knew were taking the same precautionaries I would. Like I said, my baby was just born. So, you know, I'm risking my life, you know, for the buck. You know, it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do it, but you don't. I couldn't risk bringing it back home. I'm the same. Come home to the garage and strip down, lights all down, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Immediately shower right after. So, you know, it's finding ways. You know, if you think hard enough, something will come to you.
Yeah. I agree with that. I like that.
Definitely.
So let's talk about Memphis from the barber's perspective.
Yeah.
So first question, what's the number one cut that most people come and ask you for?
It used to be a fade.
Okay.
I would say that. Yeah. We done had it for a while. I don't think you always had a fade.
Yeah,
Light fade or ball fade.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it used to be a fade. This generation, man, lately, especially the younger generation, everybody's growing their hair out. So it's really just like a taper, or what would be considered a taper fade. It don't go all the way around because everyone is growing it out. They got this nappy fro look. Come on, man. All the kids, yeah. You turn to your left, you'll see it. You know, you blink twice, you'll see another one. It's there. So I mean, but I just cut my hair. Truthfully,
Yeah.
I had my top, I had braids, I had my hair for 2 years.
Yeah.
I just cut it a week ago.
Is there any reason why? Because I wanted to ask you when I came to the shop.
I'm just at a point now where my parents, I like to be clean and neat. It was fun while it lasted.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, you know what I mean? But I can cut my hair for free, you know? So finding a consistent braider, you know, and paying, you know, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'm in another chapter of my life, so I felt like a cut and a reset was needed.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I walked in, I'm like, wait a minute, you cut your hair?
Yeah, it's
Who
gone,
it is?
man.
But yeah.
I washed my hair at the shop, looked in the mirror, and turned the clippers on. If it's bent, it'll grow back.
Did you record it?
No, I didn't.
Dang.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was just
It was just like that.
Wow.
I thought about it, but it wasn't meant for that.
Yeah.
I ain't need everybody to know why I did it, because I did it for me.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what I
everybody
mean?
know now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just messing with you.
They see.
They see
They
it,
see.
yeah.
Nah.
Okay. So you said it used to be the fade, now it's the taper fade or the tape.
More or less a taper fade.
Okay.
It's the biggest thing right now, man, is this chalk, this pencil, this spray. And it's still a younger generation. Especially older clients, it's clean and neat. Barber never goes out of style.
Right.
You know, I know barber follow barber say clean and neat never goes out of style.
Yeah.
And that's me. I'm a real natural barber. I do spray, I do enhancements, I do the pencil. I can do anything you can sit down and ask for. But my go-to is clean and neat.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But it ranges.
Okay.
Like you say, right now, like I said, definitely the generation we in now is a fro. Like I said, nappy fro using a sponge, or everybody growing their hair out with locks and braids. But getting enhancements.
Yeah.
Enhancements in this pencil, this chalk.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, because them 3 barbers I told you I went through, I'm like, look, don't put I work out. Don't be putting that pencil in my head.
It's gonna come.
Yeah.
I mean, it's enhancements. That's what it's for. It's supposed to enhance. Like I don't recommend it. I would use it if it's asked, but I tell my people, man, if you got a photo shoot or you going out, you know what I'm saying, it's something special occasion. To me, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
On an everyday basis, you coming to me weekly, it ain't needed.
Yeah.
It's not.
I got you. So what is your first of all, do you enjoy living in Memphis, and what is your view of the city?
Yeah, I love my city.
Okay.
I think about moving sometimes, man, but I love the city.
Okay.
I do. I don't know. I think we don't have any problems that don't know other cities they have.
Right.
You know, I think we're going through a period right now. It's a big transition for the city, where what we're dealing with, you know, is important, and we're trying to solve those problems. But I think you'll find it anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So.
And the reason why I asked you that because, you know, a barber holds a very it's sacred space,
No,
you
definitely.
in a person's life, and for you to be that connected, you know, with the city, you know, that's why I was asking you that.
Yeah.
And another thing too about your, not to cut you off, but to talk about the experience of going to your shop. First off, y'all, he has a suite. So it ain't no people like, what barbershop? I said I walk in and it's a suite, it's a room.
Yeah.
I'm getting my haircut. It's not, you know,
it's
a line.
It's 101.
Yeah, it's 101, and
101.
I really appreciate that.
Definitely.
And that was really hard finding when I was looking for other barbers.
Yeah,
and I was just like, oh, I done got out the barbershop feel.
Yeah.
And was that intentional? Or?
It was.
Okay.
It was what I was looking for. Even when I was at my first shop, it was what I was looking for before I found my location to open my own barber and beauty shop. It's kind of like how Salon Suites do, set up off Winchester here in Memphis. It was the first one I knew of, but they didn't accept barbers at that time. That's where I would have been just by myself before I found my location. But it gave me a chance to be, like say, more one-on-one, implement and provide the services and the atmosphere I wanted to give. Not that there was anything wrong with the shop I was at overall, but I like things done my way. And, you know, being in an open shop, you got the hit or miss of the other barbers. You know, so you can have a barber, you know, talk too much. You know, let's get straight to it. And, you know, in your conversation. And being a barber, you know, you got a lot of clients that trust your information and, you know, and give you, you know, like say good advice and bad advice. Our conversation might not be his conversation.
Right.
And he, you know, we might not want him hearing what we got going on.
Pretty much.
So me implementing what I did, finding that location gives me that one-on-one time. You know what I'm saying? So you feel safe, you feel secure, you relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, I got a couch, I got a pillow, you know, I got a TV, I'm off
Fish
snacks,
tank.
I got a fish tank.
Yeah.
You know, I'm giving you what I feel like you deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an experience.
Yes.
It's more than a haircut. So it was definitely intentional. And the industry itself, it's moving towards that. As fast as it is, I don't think every barber is ready for it because it gives you that one-on-one. A lot of people want it as bad, but they don't take the time to build the clientele.
Right.
And you kind of got to have that, which social media is doing a lot of that for in that back in the day. Like when I got out and was in, I was still giving cards.
Yeah.
You know, I went and got flyers, maybe $5 off on the back. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just social media.
Yeah.
You know, post your picture, make a reel.
Right.
And so
you a barber, content creator. Yeah. No, but any business that you're with, it's gonna include social media.
No, definitely. You got to be up with the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain to me what would be your vision for your shop in the next 5 years. Let's just say Olive Branch. So your shop
number 2.
Huh? Shop number two. Okay.
That's it's heavy on my mind right now.
Okay.
This next month being 5 years for this location I'm at now. Even personally, I just moved, so being out of Memphis, I'm going to the Olive Branch area.
Nice.
I'm looking for a location in Olive Branch.
Nice. That's exciting to hear.
Yeah, that's 2025.
Okay.
Let's throw that out there.
Yeah, we're putting
Olive
it
Branch.
out there.
I'm
It's
coming
good.
to you.
Yeah. Serving styles of excellence.
Yes.
So you so that's for what about lifestyle change? What do you see in the next 5 years for that? Or in the future?
You mean the brand?
Yeah, the brand. Like what are some things you want to accomplish just
right now? I tried to bring it back, just the brand itself, earlier this year. And I did a little bit. I came out with my little merch, T-shirts and things of that nature, and it's back circulating. But I'm not in a point now where I can give it my full attention.
Okay.
So I gotta it's on the back. It's on the back end right now.
2025,
if the time permits and I got the attention to give to it, I'll go full-fledged. But I don't want to start it and stop. Keep going back and forth. When I'm ready to launch it, I'm going to go big.
Yeah.
So, once things settle down and it's a little more smooth and I got time to implement it in a day-to-day operation, then it'll be full force. It won't go nowhere. It's mine.
Yeah.
It's trademarked. It's on me. It's part of who I am.
Yeah. And I think, too, the shop that's opening, like second location, I think this is all a part of that, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, I like that. Any other things that you're working on you want to share or talk about or pub?
Man, not currently. I'm just grinding.
Okay. Any bowling tournaments coming up?
Nah, I did a few tournaments over the summer. Just as extended practice and good fellowship, meeting a lot of bowlers and things of that nature. I'm currently in league, like men's league or whatever, weekly. So I'm enjoying that. No major tournaments at the moment, but just steady practicing and working on the craft for that as well.
Yeah.
So just smooth sailing, really.
Awesome.
Everything. I think I'm getting to a point now where I'm trying to create as much peace as possible.
Yeah.
Less drama, less confrontation, and what peace looks like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what's most important.
I love that.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Marlon, for joining the Thrive Tribe podcast, man. This has been, yes, absolutely. This has been a pleasure. How can the people stay in touch with you and find you and get chopped?
Looking for me, man. Social media. Personal page is Grandma Porter. My haircut page is Cut Supporter. Booking for me in the Memphis, Tennessee area, www.cutsupporter.com. Other than that, you'll find me in the streets somewhere.
Okay. And you can continue to listen to the Thrive Tribe podcast on all streaming platforms with the Thrive Tribe podcast with Jarvis Hall, YouTube Thrive Tribe podcast with Jarvis Hall. My personal Instagram is Ridley Fitness Co. and at Thrive Tribe Pod on Instagram. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for being with us all season and closing it out. And
congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
Great first season.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you.
season.
I received that.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Check it out, y'all.